think DeChambeau is enjoying being loved again. I think with McIlroy is the face of the sport. Even though he hasn't won a major for 11 years, he's the face of the sport because of his compelling nature, the way he speaks. He gives every single press conference the stuff that you'd maybe get once in a sports person's career. You get that every week from Rory McIlroy.
If it happens, I think he'd finally get the recognition. Maybe that's the 11 years without the major weight he hasn't quite got.
I think I should say as well, like we are collectively, like we're looking at this very much through an Irish lens, but I think it's worth saying as well that I would sort of follow a lot of the American stuff, and like from an American media perspective, Rory has been the main talking point as well. Like, because he's probably been, and maybe he is more of the traditional PGA Tour representative, but a lot of people are caught up in the emotion of his story and his pursuit. So it's not even just feeling guilty about it, maybe from an Irish perspective of focusing in on it, because we also with Shane Larry going very well for a period of time yesterday as well. But like, this is a global golf story as well. A lot of people are invested, either pro or anti, like all the live sort of people probably are. Rory has been almost a hate figure for some of them too. So look, it's just so perfectly poised.
The dynamics are going to be fascinating, because the dynamics walking off the tee were polar, or walking off the 18th green were polar opposite last night. So you had DeChambeau, doing all the high five, making sure he didn't miss anybody, and they whooping and hollering, and McIlroy was clearly in the zone, clearly didn't want to get into being lost in the moment. So I'd say come the first tee, you're going to have one whipping up the crowd, and obviously McIlroy game face on. So I'd say the dynamics of how they go are going to be fascinating.